For all we know, we may never meet again. Before you go, make this moment sweet again. We won't say goodnight until the last minute. I'll hold out my hand, and my heart will be in it. For all we know, this may only be a dream. We come and we go like the ripples of a stream. So love me tonight. Tomorrow was made for some. Tomorrow may never come. For all we know. Thank you all so much for joining Trios. This is I don't know, it's like a little baby that we're like, giving tender love and care to. So thank you guys so much. Yeah, so we're gonna move it right on along to our next one. It's a little mashup. See if y'all, catch the songs. We'll see. You don't know, babe, when you hold me and kiss me slowly, it's the sweetest thing. And it don't change if I had it my way. You wouldn't know that you're the coffee that I need in the morning. You're my sunshine in the rain when it's pouring. Won't you give yourself to me? Give it all. I just wanna see how beautiful you are. You know that I see it. I know you're a star. Where you go, I'll follow, no matter how far. If life is a movie, oh, you're the best part. Oh, you're the best part. Oh, do is lay around 2 years full of tears from looking at your face so low. Just a week ago you were my baby. Now I don't even know you well. I don't know you well. Well, I wish that you would call me right now, so that I could get through to you somehow. But I guess it's safe to say, baby, it's safe to say that I'm officially, well, I thought I could just get over you, baby. But I see that's something I just can't do. From the way you would hold me to the sweet things you told me, I just can't find a way to let go of you. Can't nobody do it like you. Said every little thing you do. Hey baby, said it stays on my mind that I'm officially missing you. I just wanna see how beautiful you are. You know that I see it. I know you're a star. Where you go, no matter how far. If life is a movie, oh, you're the best part. Oh, you're the best part. Oh, best part. Hey. I love a good mashup, bringing two worlds together. And for the last song, we're going to do a little throwback. So I'm sure most of you will recognize it. Please sing along in your homes, in your living rooms, wherever you are. Yeah. I don't know what it is that you've done to me, but it's caused me to act in such a crazy way. Whatever it is that you do, what you do when you do me, it's a feeling I don't understand. 'Cause my heart starts beating triple times with thoughts of loving you on my mind. I can't figure out just what to do when the cause and cure is you. I get so weak in the knees, I can hardly speak. I lose all control, and something takes over me in a daze. It feels so amazing, it's not a phase. I want you to stay with me by my side. I swallow my pride, your love is so deep, it knocks me right off of my feet. Can't explain why your love, it makes me weak. Time after time after time, I've tried to fight it, but your love is so strong, it keeps me holding on. Resistance is down when you're around, starts fading. In my condition, I don't wanna be alone, 'cause my heart starts beating Triple times with thoughts of loving you is on my mind. I can't figure out just what to do when the cause and cure is you. I get so weak in the knees, I can hardly speak. I lose all control, sing. Something takes over me in a daze. It feels so amazing. It's not a place. I want you to stay with me by my side. I swallow my pride. Your love is so deep, it knocks me right off of my feet. Can't explain why your love it makes me weak. I tried hard to fight it. No, I cannot deny it. Your love is so sweet, knocks me off my feet. I get so weak and blood starts racing through my veins. It's something that I just can't explain. Something about the things you do, the way you do when can't explain why your love it makes me weak in the knees, I can hardly speak. I lose all control and something takes hold of me in a daze. It feels so amazing. It's not a place. I want you to stay with me by my side. I swallow my pride. Your love is so deep, it knocks me right off of my feet. Can't explain why your love it makes me weak. Can't explain why your love it makes me weak. Hey.
Yes. Oh my God. Thank you so much, Chari.
Of course.
That was beautiful.
See what happens when you make cuts at the last minute and then forget that you made the cut? See,
I
problem.
wasn't even gonna talk about it.
It's fine. You know I'm gonna talk about it. I
How
don't
are you
care.
doing? How are you doing, Shari? How are you doing through the through this pandemic?
I'm good. I'm hanging in there. I also work in healthcare, so the pandemic for me didn't really change much. Still going to work, still operating.
How is
So
that? How are things is in that department?
yeah, it can be a bit of a struggle. There's been cuts and people not getting as many hours as before. It's
Yeah.
a lot of frantic panicness.
Yeah.
But I think we try to stay as level headed as we can and keep a rein on things.
Yeah,
So
well, you're good at that. You're one of the most level-headed people I know, which is one of the
I try.
and that's actually I wanted to kind of talk to you a little bit because you are basically the other half for me. I We started this show, folks. We started this show together. I
Mhm.
basically sent out a message to all my friends saying I want to start a show, and I sent a message to Shari specifically saying I need your help. And
Yeah.
she and I we worked together in the past. I just know one.
Mhm.
That's one thing I know about you, Shari. What do you, I kind of want to talk to you. It's a little bit strange because we started this show 4 weeks ago.
Mhm.
We have a lot of ideas. We've talked about. Bye, V. I miss you. We,
Right.
by the way, Veronica, you killed it. I need to let her
Yeah.
know she killed it.
She's literally
Um,
amazing. No. He
no,
said you're
no,
amazing.
no, no, no,
She's
no.
Thank you. I
amazing.
She
love
just
you.
yes,
Literally.
I love you too. I just wanted her to know. Yes,
Right.
but we started this show and we have high hopes and high plans,
Mhm.
big dreams for where
Yes.
we want to go with this, right?
Yes. Yes.
I do have and I didn't want to tell you. I just wanted to bring this up to people. I have had this idea and I want to get this thing going. I think in a couple months we might do like a trios after dark or
See,
a
I knew you were
late
gonna bring
night
it up.
yeah, or a late night trios show, something a little bit later,
Yes.
and something a little bit more
Yes.
fun. You know, with different
Hmm.
hosts, with hopefully a
Yes.
couple of hosts.
Hmm.
Primarily, you, Shari.
Right.
So so those are the kind of things we're planning and we're talking about.
Yeah.
What are you excited about when it comes to trios?
Man, I'm excited about the different talent we're gonna see. I'm excited about the different people that we're gonna touch. You know, like you have three different acts, and especially when everything starts expanding, and you get to different parts of the world,
Yeah.
and then you start. That's how you bring people together, and especially during a pandemic where there are people who have been quarantined since February. Like
Yeah.
this sort of quality entertainment is what some people need, and obviously we all know music heals everything. So like if you can tune in
That's
every
right.
week and find a different artist that you can connect with, I mean, who wouldn't want that?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I'm super excited.
I am too. And I think just to tag on to what you're saying, that's one of the things that one of the best aspects is getting to know not only just new artists, but like artists that are just kind of sitting waiting right now. We're
Yes.
in
Yes.
this strange time where we don't have a lot of venues that can host a lot of our friends and fans. And so we're kind of,
Right.
this is what everyone is turning to. So I wanted to just kind of outwardly say thank you a million times, Shari, for
Of
everything you do.
course.
This isn't just a one-man show. I have Andrew Peters over there helping me out. I have Chari
Absolutely. The
Lakey right
boom.
here. It takes a village to raise a show. So I just want to say thank you for that. Before
Of
we did
course.
anything else, I want to ask you, where, Shari, did you get your start in music?
Ooh. So I saw you ask somebody else this, so I had already prepared my
Okay,
story.
good.
So when I was younger, my mother was doing my hair. I don't know if she's watching, but hey, mom.
Oh.
My mother was doing my hair, and a Charmin commercial came on. And when the Charmin commercial went off, I continued to sing whatever theme song or whatever song was on the commercial. And I literally turned around, and my parents were staring at me with their mouths hanging to the floor. And they were like, "Did you just watch that commercial and just started singing it back?" And I was like, I mean, yeah. And from then, my father was like, "Okay, we're gonna sing." My father played keyboard, he played saxophone, he played drums. So the church is, really where my foundation really started, and it specifically rooted with my father.
Your dad played in the church?
Yes,
Oh,
uh-huh. So we grew up in his father's church.
okay.
So yeah, so he was the minister of music there and played every
Oh,
week.
okay.
Yeah, and I was right there behind him, right
I
there.
love, and that's one of the things that has been, because one of the reasons why I like to ask these, there are a couple of questions that I like to ask everyone, and one of the reasons I like
Mhm.
to find this out is because you can begin to see, especially when you watch these shows back, you'll begin to see there's a common thread, and a lot of us in
Absolutely.
the Southeast, at least, a lot of us started off in church. We began
Yes.
because that's the stage that's available, and a lot of times they're looking for anyone who has the talent to come up
Absolutely.
and lead. So
Absolutely.
so that's another fascinating part. I didn't know that about your
Yeah.
dad too, and I've
Uh-huh.
known you for years.
Right.
So I know another thing you did. You just recently did a show. I was wondering if you could tell us a little bit about that show because I watched it and I was mesmerized. I loved it.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
So currently, the world we're living in can be very unpleasant at times. And specifically speaking to Black Lives Matter, I thought it was very important for me to do something because, I'll be honest, you get a lot of anxiety when it comes to marching and protesting. Sometimes it's not for everyone,
Yeah.
but I think it's also important that you still speak up and you do something for a
Absolutely.
cause that you believe in, whatever that may be, right?
Yeah.
So for me, I wanted to do a quarantine concert where I got money donated so that I could donate to bail funds and a lot of these different organizations that are on the streets protesting, doing what, I can't necessarily do or I'm not doing.
Yeah.
So it was great. We got about 1,000 views. We raised about $800.
Whoa.
And it was amazing. It was me and Veronica right here in her living room, in her area here, and
Yeah.
yeah, it was phenomenal.
Yeah, that was a beautiful show, and like I say, when you were watching
Thanks.
it, and the the mood was very. It was at the time when you performed. It was very charged. The energy was very charged
Yeah,
everywhere, worldwide. It still is,
absolutely.
obviously. So it was. It was just
Absolutely.
beautiful to be able to witness that.
Yeah.
I didn't ask Mace. This just dawned on me, but I'm gonna ask you. I'm gonna continue
Okay.
this. If you could collaborate with any artist in history, who would it be, and tell us why?
Man. So the first song that I sang was a Donny Hathaway song.
Mhm. Oh,
I think that Donny Hathaway is like I just want to take his throat out, like his voice out of his throat,
you got
and
it,
just
girl.
like and just like hold it in my hands.
Yeah.
So Donny Hathaway is Donny Hathaway is super dear to me. But also when I first started to discover music after being in a church for so long and couldn't listen to anything,
Yeah.
Brandy was
Yeah.
Brandy was literally my bread and butter. So if the woman could just tap me on my shoulder, I'd be fine with that.
Whenever I hear that, I try not to get to seem too excited when I just hear Brandy. That was
Also, they have a versus coming up with her and Monica, and I'm so excited. I'm literally gonna have wine, food, popcorn in my bed
and Brandy.
and put it on my TV.
Yes.
Just
All right, everybody, listen. You can, if you liked what you heard, you can tip Chari on her Cash App at $Char CHAR 94. Chari, where can anybody find your music and information? Where can people find you singing?
Yes, so if you go to my Instagram, it will be Art of Char, CHAR. That's my IG. And then my Facebook is Chari Lakey, my name that you'll see up on the screen. I have YouTube as well. I post randomly and I always post when I'm doing a show or, we'll just do cover videos and stuff. So, and there may be some music coming too. So, stay tuned.
Thank you so much, Chari. Thank you so much, Veronica. Thank y'all so much for doing this tonight. I deeply appreciate it. And thank you for all your help with trios.
Of course.
You're an amazing person, and we're gonna have you back on, of course, and hopefully we'll have you back on hosting a later
Trios After Dark.
Yeah, well, a late night special, something a little bit, more. I don't know. I don't know what to call it.
A little loose, a little crazy.
A little loose. There we go. Okay.
No.
Well, thank you so much, Chari. Have a good night. Go get some rest.
Love
okay.
you.
Love you too, dear. Bye bye.